Good afternoon, and welcome to another Super Secret Project sketch. This is Eric Whalen from Super Secret Project X. I know, it's amazing what happens when you're not completely burnt. You can actually say your lines. All right.
Practice. You gotta
Pardon?
practice. See, you've been doing well. You've been getting practice.
I know, I have had some days lately, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, anywho, today, I'm gonna keep it simple. We just finally finished up Codename Kids Next Door. Watched a lot of it when it first came out, but just college stuff happened back then, and never had a chance to finish it. So we finally finished it on Boomerang, and it is a wonderful series. And the most pathetic villain on there, I have my favorites, but I wanted to go with the most pathetic because I actually like his design. It's the Toiletnator. That's right. He's mostly an angry cylinder that you wipe things on. So let's do that thing.
Between him or Night Race.
What now?
It was either between him or Night Race.
Well, actually I love Count Spankula because there's something stunningly wrong with that man.
What a grown man sneaking around spanking children.
I'm just surprised they didn't show him sweating. He's a creepy dude and he's slapping kids around. I gotta say, bravo, creators of Kids Next Door. That is just,
Mr. Warburton. Mr. Warburton is the creator of
Mr. Warburton, yeah, as opposed to Patrick Warburton.
I'm pretty sure there's probably some drawings.
Oh, I'm certain someone somewhere, yeah, sure of it.
If you're a cartoonist and there isn't any goofy, weird drawings of your stuff somewhere, then you ain't doing it right.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I liked Codename Kids Next Door quite a bit because it really embraced the whole super imaginative childhood thing, and it was actually legitimately funny. I mean, unlike a lot of shows where, I'm just it's fine if you like stuff like Johnny Test or whatever, but I watched one or two episodes and I just was like, "This is it? Really? Okay." I just thought they were weak shows. I don't want to judge the people that made them. I'm just like, this is okay. And I think partially it's because I'm judging it by comparison to stuff like Codename Kids Next Door, where it's funny for kids and adults at the exact same time. And there's actually, and this is not, for people who haven't seen it, it's not me just, making it up. There's actually some serious kind of weird underlining ideas with the show, and
Once it got going, because the first season was good, second season was pretty good, but afterwards they started doing some really cool creative stuff. And
yeah,
started getting some really good story lore into it. And, they started doing some really good sequential stuff and callbacks, and yeah, they went all out with it.
well, the thing that I liked about it was they explained why the world was so whacked in that show. I mean, they really did. They were like, yeah, kids have giant tree houses and a tree house on the moon, and other shows would just kind of ignore the fact that something that bizarre was happening.
Or what they would do is they would take all of that imaginative stuff and then go, oh, it's all in the kid's mind. It's actually not really happening.
And in this one, it's really what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it.
And they would just go in and the natural adversaries in that reality was children and adults, and it was a really bizarre kind of a setup for a show, but that's what honestly made it just so much fun, because they clearly went in and went, what if they kids and adults really were at odds with each other? And just all the ridiculous stuff that would normally be, like you said, it's in the kids' minds are imagining it, is what was literally going on, and that's what killed me the whole time. The most absurd things about it was really happening. And it was they just created a world where that was reality, and
all of the quote unquote good adults were just like, oh yeah, you guys are just having fun. You go play with your little friends and all, and have a good time. And meanwhile, they're just smacking the crap down on all of the villain adults, and
yeah.
like walls are being blown out of houses, and
Well, what I thought was really funny about so much of it was there was like kids just seriously jacking adults in the face.
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what was so amazing about it. Is you get these moments where you're going like did number 5 just uppercut that old lady? It was so good. It was just so wonderfully good because you were going like, no, they weren't pulling back, and there was times where like an adult would just kick a kid across the room, and you're going like, this is the way it should be. None of this garbage about protecting children and stuff, and oh, what if they emulate things? It's like, no, it's a cartoon. It's ridiculous. And that's what was great about Codename Kids Next Door is it was just perfectly ridiculous and clever and funny. And the villains are just such perfect villains for kids, you know. The Toiletnator was just ridiculous because he was just pathetic. That's why I loved him.
And then when he actually had his big moment.
Oh yeah, and then he screws up real bad. Like the one time he almost became a total badass. Yeah.
Then you have Father.
Oh, Father's such a great villain.
Man.
I'd draw him, except he's an outline with 2 eyes.
Yeah, he's black and then fire.
Let's see here, what kind of a mouth should I be doing here?
Voiced by the awesome Maurice LaMarche, of course.
Oh, I was about to say. Yeah. I loved him so much because he was legitimately an awful person. Mm-hmm. I mean, just a really dreadfully awful person. And, you know, the delightful children from down the lane were such perfect, like, nobody likes these kids.
If you look at them, they were modeled off of the children of the corn.
Yeah. Well, they're, everything about them was just wonderfully creepy. All right, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to start moving things around just a little bit. Because frankly, I don't think it's quite looking right at the moment. Make sure to just, that's why I work in 4H pencils. You just do this right at the beginning and you just make sure everything is roughly where it just needs to be. And if something is wrong, 4H is quick and easy to erase. I'll be doing HB here in a little bit to darken and finalize stuff. That does not erase as clean. 4H erases super, super clean.
Yes.
Which is why when I'm doing my own stuff, I just really just do 4H pencil to be honest with you. Though I notice on the videos it looks a lot nicer with HB going in, so I do not mind. I think it creates something kind of nice.
Yeah, it just takes a bit of practice and getting used to it. For the longest time, I was using 2B lead on everything, and while
that's dark.
Yeah, and it did some really great dark lines.
Sure.
Just unfortunately, it smudged like a son of a gun.
Oh yeah, but it also worked right into the paper, so you couldn't get it back out again. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like to draw. I like to draw when I do my final lines. I go hard with it, so even more so. But it was you that introduced me to the H line and stuff, and I didn't like 4H too much because it was too light and too hard for me. But I did 2H. And 2H is where I found I was a bit more comfortable, and I've been using that ever since. And so I do 2H and then HB for going in, and then I have a 2B for like super dark stuff.
Sure.
Just to get some really great finishes on things. So mainly 2H is what I work with in my little video.
I'm gonna add some more like angst wrinkles into the old TP. I probably could have done something a little bit more dramatic doing it from the side, but for some reason a front shot was kind of singing to me. I'm not sure why. Might have been a mistake. Oh well. Whatevs.
For some reason, I can see Morty from Rick and Morty cosplaying him.
Yeah. Or oh shoot, forget the name of the dad.
Oh,
Jerry. Yeah, I just had to get Rick's voice in my mind. Jerry. Yeah, because Jerry and the Toiletnator is not the same character, but they're both that pathetic. Like, you want them to be more, but they're just not. They're just kind of naturally pathetic. I'm going to try to... You know what? I think I'm going to rip some TP holes here around the eyes. Yeah, I think there needs to be some toilet paper rippage. Yeah, I think that'll add to it. He's also got like a big chin, so I kind of want to go in and maybe butt chin that a little bit. Give him a little snarl. Maybe actually he's gonna go out and do something for once instead of just being pathetic. I love how like all of the other villains are just like, oh, not this guy. Like all the freaks that is in that gallery of villains, and they all just look at this guy and go like,
go get our coffee.
Yeah, yeah, if you're gonna do something, go get our coffee. You pathetic schlub.
Every group has one of those guys in it. So.
Hate to say that, but yeah, it's pretty true.
No man on the totem pole.
There we go. Okay, you know what? That's he's kind of gonna make him snap a little bit. Right, he sometimes has a toilet paper headband. Add that in. Let's see here. There we go. That's better. think I'm almost got the basics in. Can't forget his little pencil neck. That poor guy. Go and start getting some more final lines in here. It's so funny. I actually wanted him to do a little bit more on the show. I'm glad they gave him the one episode, though, where he almost, like, won everything. I kind of wish that they would have gone back and tried, like, one more time. I mean, it's not like he was that great of a character. It's just funny to see this poor guy, it's going to sound awful, fail over and over again.
I love he traveled by toilet.
That's just wonderful. I just love the fact he had like the biggest royal throne in his bedroom and he flushed himself to all these different locations. I mean, just so wonderfully stupid. I mean, that's good stuff right there.
When he'd come out just sopping wet with like toilet paper stuck to his shoe, just dripping.
Oh, this guy. You know? Oh, crap. It's the Toiletnator. Hey, guys, I brought the hot dogs.
Hey, guys.
Maybe I can go get some buns. I'm sorry they're a little damp. It's just...
Oh, man. I forgot the coffee.
Is so wonderfully pathetic. Oh, forgot the coffee. I love how even the kids are like, oh, come on, this guy. Like, I don't think they ever once really viewed him as a threat. He was just more or less just this thing that annoyed them. Like, come on, we have to do this today, you're pathetic. You know? Put some almost random wrinkling in there. I mean, it's toilet paper. Woo! Did that in one shot. I know. I always feel good when you get it in one shot. You're like, yeah! It's kind of what's nice about working in the 4-H first. At least I know where everything's going. And I stand a chance at doing it in one shot. Even though in actuality it's how many shots with the 4-H, but... Man, it's like I could talk more about Codename Kids Next Door, but it's just like it's so simple that quite often you'd have to just go right and talk about a specific episode. Like everything works so well together, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's. That's looking fun so far. Oh yeah, well, the Slamwich episode.
Slamwich is amazing.
They actually got Guar to perform that.
Was that Guar?
That was Guar.
That is amazing. I know they gave some kind of a crazy name in the credits, so I couldn't quite tell who it was.
Yeah, if I remember, that was actually Guar performing the opening music.
Well, you could tell it was real metal. That was a killer. Other shows would be like, just make it, get some people that can play it. It doesn't have to be the real thing, but when they did Slamwich, my mouth dropped open. I'm like, that's real heavy metal work right there. That's some good stuff. And there's a few spots where the singing could use a little work, but most of it was so good. The singing was even right. There's a few spots where I'm like, that could have been a little better, but the fact is, overall, it's just watching these kids getting slammed with so much food and a giant, just ridiculous sandwich monster, and all to a heavy metal, like, epic video. I mean, it's just so good.
By the sounds of it, Grandma Stuffins, who's the character, that was played by Greta Lyle, who was the voice of Azula from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she did a really good job. It's just there's a few spots where I was like, that could have been a little tighter, but she's a heavy metal singer, and yet she was still able to pull it off. So
my guess was she was doing it off of a track, and so they probably didn't have much time to rehearse it.
Oh sure, no, I mean I'm agreeing with you. I get it.
And then some of the lyrics were a little, not as tight and stuff. And
yeah, it could have been better, but it was still amazing for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was completely different than every other episode in the whole series. That's what I loved, is they were brave enough in Codename Kids Next Door to make episodes that were almost alien by comparison. I mean, you even go to the last episode, and half of it's in live action, which is really bizarre if you think about it. That they were brave enough to actually do the ending to an animated kids show live action. I'm not talking that BS Disney live action Hannah Montana garbage. I'm talking, they hired some actors to play some characters, and, it was clearly part of the show. And, and it was funny, unlike Disney's live action stuff. All of Disney's live action stuff.
And I can't say it. I enjoyed the live action stuff. I'm trying to think if there was something, but I think maybe there was like not even music. I think everything was just kind of...
No, it's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just Disney failing to recognize that they're supposed to be doing animation.
Well, I think a lot of their live action stuff was definitely not targeted towards us.
Well, no, their live action stuff, the only thing that I can honestly think of it is evidence that the people that are running the company have no faith in the original thing that Disney started with, which was animation, and instead they want to make these stupid live action shows that will be forgotten the next year.
Well, that's the thing. They weren't. There were so many people who watched those things and did grow up with a lot of that stuff and absolutely adored it. I still hear like 20-somethings and 30-somethings talking about fondly how much they love this show, and I mean, that was definitely it was that targeted demographic. We were not that target demographic, so it is what it is. But I mean, I'm not going to fault them for making that money or to getting people to watch their stuff. It just wasn't my
But at
thing.
the expense of making good animation.
Well, they did have good animation.
Yeah, but how much more could they have done instead of these stupid teen shows? I'm just saying, I go to Disney for animation. I don't go to Disney to feel cool or whatever the heck they're trying to do with that.
That's why they separated their shows. That's why you had the Disney Channel, and then that's why you had Toon Disney. Well, I should say you had Jetix, which became Toon Disney, which became Disney XD, and then you had Disney Junior. And that's why they made those separate things. For the people who wanted that live action stuff, there was Disney Channel. For those who wanted the animation stuff, there was Toon Disney/XD. And then for the little older ones, there was Disney Junior. I mean, that's why I love Disney XD, because when it was Jetix, we got really great stuff like Super Robot Monkey Team.
Yeah, that was cool.
And we got Oban Star Racers.
That was really cool.
Yeah, which I got to meet the main chick of that. She was actually one of the characters in My Little Pony. Also, she was really cool. Shari Zani. She was really neat. And then when it became Disney XD, we got all kinds of cool stuff like Kim Possible. No, it was Toon Disney still when it was Kim Possible. So we got Kim Possible, and then from Toon Disney to Disney XD, we got Kik Batowski, we got Phineas and Ferb, we got.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, but that's my point. It's just like, how much more really good stuff could they have come up with instead of all these really forgettable live action shows? Like they keep. I play video games online and I get Disney advertisements, and they're showing this new one. And I mean, the girl's cute and she's probably funny. And it's about her babysitting aliens or whatever. And that's not a terrible idea for a show, but it's like, I would have rather you just animated that so you can really actually tell some good stories instead of worrying about trying to make everything work in live action. You know, I'm just saying, it's like. You spent all this money doing it live action, you could have probably done it less and done it better animated. I'm just saying. I didn't get it. And there's nothing against the girl that was doing it. Like I said, I mean, probably, you know, if I was her age, I'd probably be like, oh, it's super cute, you know. So it's like, and she didn't seem to do a terrible job in the ad, but it was also kind of like, another one of these. Let me guess, does she turn into a singing star or something? And then you're like, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I don't need this. As you can tell, I like cartoons. And if they do a good live action something, then do a good live action something. It's just that whenever I see their stuff, I just go like, people are watching this? I'm like, okay. And there's nothing against them. I'm just like, all right.
I think that's all changing, or has been changing over the past like 6 or 7, going on 10 years. Because every 10 years we see the switch out, and we're heading into a literal new decade as of next year, in a couple of months actually. So I think within the last 7 or 8 years, we actually have been seeing a lot of that. And even before then, we were seeing that switch over because, like I said, we were getting really good stuff like Phineas and Ferb, and then we got
yeah, there's some good stuff there.
We got Gravity Falls.
Amazing stuff there.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Star versus the World, or Star versus the Universe.
Forces of Evil, right?
Star Wars: The First Evil.
I've heard good stuff. I just haven't seen it yet.
I've seen a couple episodes, and the episodes that I did see, I actually laughed pretty good, and it actually got me invested into it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any, so I can't comment. But the art style looked good, and I know we've got a couple friends that really enjoy it. So
there was one scene that I saw. I laughed pretty good where one of the characters got a tentacle arm. And it was kind of like flopping everywhere.
Nice.
And as he walks by, there was one girl who was just giving him the sultry anime girl look.
Really?
And she was like biting the lip.
All right, I'll have to check this out. It looks like the people writing it are have a wonderful sense of humor.
But yeah, I mean, it was animated really, really nice, and so I do want to see more of it because it was one of those that didn't catch me right away, but everyone, including our friends who watched it, just said it's just really good. So I'm like, okay, well, if we dive into that streaming service, we'll be able to watch it then.
Yeah, it's like I'm not against seeing it. I just haven't.
Yeah, we just haven't had a chance to sit down.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that we're behind on right now.
I mean, there's stuff that we really want to see that we just can't get to, and it's.
We've had Pixar's Coco sitting on our stack for about a year now.
I know, it's ridiculous.
As a matter of fact, their new movie's coming out next month, and we haven't seen their last one yet.
Well, it's like
Well, second to last one.
friend Angelica from work lent me the first season of Game of Thrones. It's right there. I still
Yeah.
haven't gotten to it. Yes, I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah, neither.
I'm just too busy just to catch everything.
I think I watched, or more of a skim through the first episode. It was when it was available for free off of like some digital service. Like, you go watch the first one for free. I was like, okay, sure, watch it. And I was like, oh, okay. Me personally, I wasn't too enthralled by it, but on the same note, that's not really
Might not be your thing.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, that's it's. I'm not judging people on liking or not liking stuff. I just end up some stuff just confuses me. Is all. I just go like oh, you'd rather do these non-funny teen shows on Disney. Okay, if that's your thing, you know, I mean, go for it. It's an easy laugh. Is that the right word there? You know?
It guarantees watches because you have the kids who cartoons aren't on and they want to watch something else. You have the tweens who want to be
Who are too cool for cartoons.
Yeah, or they want to see the middle school / high school realistic thing.
Oh yeah, those are realistic.
Trust me, I get you, I understand. But yeah, I mean it's realistic to them because it's real people. Blah, 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 blah. If that's what they want, that's going along.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's anyone can watch what they want. It's just that I look at what Disney can do, and then look at what they produce. Yes.
Yeah, but then, and that's the thing. They can, but they don't because they're not making it for us.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is when I'm thinking back to when I was the age it was intended for, and I'm like, I wouldn't have watched it back then.
Yeah, and same here because that wasn't our thing. I mean, I didn't watch Saved by the Bell, and that was our target thing, and I couldn't stand that because
Saved by the Bell was
I
awful.
was like, I didn't like high school when I was in high school. Why would I want to watch stories about it?
Yeah, no
Especially
kidding.
about rich, pretty high school kids.
Oh, there was nothing about that I identified with.
I mean, I think the closest high school live action thing I ever watched was Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's the and that was so stupid. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You're just watching it going like, this is dumb.
The Pink Ranger, yeah.
And the redneck was the Red Ranger.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been really funny. Can you imagine like the Rebel Flag Power Rangers? I mean, just like no.
Probably not a good thing.
No, but it would be kind of amazingly funny. Where you're like, no. No.
The red and the blue are always fighting because they have the Hatfield and the coins. That was an Well, that's where the Green Ranger fight comes in.
Oh, whenever they get their Zord out, they just scream. And their Zord is called the South. The South will rise again! And then, like, this just rust belt looking piece of trash robot rises up out of the pigsty.
It's just, it just floats off of cinder blocks.
It's just a bunch of like trailer park trailers that roll and then combine into. No offense to people in the South, but that it's like whenever I hear what is it? The pro Texas phrase.
Oh, don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas. Okay, to tell you how dumb that sounds, don't wrestle Michigan. That's how stupid that sounds.
Yeah.
And you just end up going like, we're all part of the same country. You know, you're not impressing us. You know, we live right next door. We're not impressed. You know, it's like if you also made Michigan Rangers, I could just make them just as ridiculous. So.
Yep. You know my stance in that saying. I can't say it because it's politically incorrect.
But yeah, just you end up going like, oh, darn it. The South will rise again. Ah, that.
Let's not say it, dude.
Yeah. The thing is, I think the South is actually really awesome. It's just that stereotype drives me crazy. Because we have like people, when I lived in Michigan, we had people that acted like that. And you're just going like, you're from Michigan. The only more north you can get is Alaska or Oregon. Maybe. Alaska for sure.
I love the fact people call it Michibama.
Oh, that I never understood.
Yeah, well, people were making fun of it, calling it Michibama because of those types of folks.
Never understood that.
Yeah, like, why the heck are you speaking with a southern drawl?
Oh, you know, and the thing is I'm not going to judge anyone who does, because I've got some family that actually does that. But I never understood it. I was like, really? You're from Michigan. Where did you get that accent from? It's fine that you have it. I'm just like, well, where did you get it? You're from Michigan. This is the Michigan accent. This is what people in Michigan sound like.
Well, it would be like going down to Texas and then like popping up with like Brooklyn stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's just strange.
We're saying more like going down to Florida, and all of a sudden, hey, I'm walking in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just end up going like, wait, what? I mean, it's fine that you're doing it. I'm just not sure how that happened.
What's with all the humidity in the sand, eh?
Oh, I think that's pretty good for today.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's not one of the better ones I've done, but I think
Yeah.
it's kind of it is fun.
I think the 4-H is really making your stuff really look nice and dramatic too. It's
Yeah.
giving it some really nice contrast.
Yeah, there's got.
It looks really good.
But yeah, so anywho, everyone have yourself a good week. We will catch you later. And let me, do my Mr. Rogers bit here. Don't know who's going to be smooching the Toiletnator next week, but we will find out. So, boom. Oh, there we go. Now that one boxes out. Ooh, there we are. Anywho, everyone have yourself a good week, and we will catch you later.